So let's jump onto today's Frontier opening bell, this 17th day of the month. Of course, it's the start of the Business and Markets Day in Lagos, Nigeria. The stock market will be reopening today, so the markets closed Monday. The BRVM did about 0.31%, taking the composite to 262. The Egyptian 30, that's the EGX 30, was just around 0.78% negative, where the rest of that region opened. So still the one of a holiday within that corridor. The Nairobi stock market eked out 1%. That's quite a very good start in Nairobi, while the South African market made just 4 basis points as we get into the week filled with central bank interest rate decisions across the board. So that's about the market, as it were, for yesterday, the start of the new week. We've got a few big jump in Zimbabwe, by the way, and all of that. But let's move on to East Africa. We'll grab a couple of headlines with the Kenya Central Bank looking to hold its next interest rate setting meeting on October the 8th. That's under Dr. Kamau Tuje. Rwanda is looking to invest more than $26 million in trade under the Kigali Logistics platform project, while Kenya is looking at a United Arab Emirates, a company looking to do 105 megawatts of Baringo geothermal project to bring more electricity to the grid. That would be some good news. And back in Rwanda, where the country says looking to about $470 million to pivot, is chili industries. It's chilling it out with chili pepper. So Rwanda is looking to go into that massive exports and need roughly $500 million to get it up and running. Let's touch down in West Africa. If you ask me, who do I ask? Because there's no clarity yet as to at what price, lifting, whatever. But petrol has been lifted from the Dangote refinery. NNPC is in bed with Dangote refinery. But Nigeria is still asking questions about what happens to petrol imports, what the final costs will be this month, next month, will price fluctuate by how, all of that. But we've got some good news for the central bank. Yemi Cardoso, with interest rate coming through yesterday, lower 32.15% for the month of August. That's the second month of back-to-back inflation decline. Will this be enough for Yemi Cardoso and the rest of his team to either lower interest rate or at least stay apart next week, Tuesday? Keep an eye on that. Bloomberg is forecasting that with the South Africa is expected to cut interest rate at least by 25 points on Thursday this week. Nigeria should follow suit next week. We're looking at Ghana Central Bank also next week. In the meantime, Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger Republic are looking to launch a biometric passports under a new alliance. The three, quote unquote, new Sahel group of nations had military incursions in recent times. They went under sanctions to the ECOWAS. That became a very troublesome one. It was relieved. Now it looks like they're finding their own footing and forming their own bloc by setting up their own passports, a biometric one, and ditching the ECOWAS common passports. And President Nana Akufo-Addo has commissioned the Jamestown Fishing Harbour in Ghana. That will rev up what you call trade with fishing and other business around the maritime space in the West African country. You've been briefed. Let's touch on very quickly. In Southern Africa, yesterday, the head of the African Energy Chamber, NGIU, told me in an interview that the summit taking place November 4 to 8 in Cape Town will focus on how to get African heads of states and other leaders to commit very quickly investment into the new Africa Energy Bank, which is to be headquartered in Nigeria. Good news as well. ZimAlloy says he's turning on the engines after 30 years of idleness in Zimbabwe to produce alloy. And Angola is looking to host the 2025 US-Africa Business Summit. Congratulations in ahead. Keep an eye on that on my calendar. Elon Musk is looking at taking his Starlinks down to South Africa. The talk's already on with Pretoria. While Comesa is looking, it says it's good news for the Lobito Corridor Gateway, making that a priority. The US authorities are interested in that particular project. And finally, Canadian miners say they find another 1,094 carat diamond in Botswana. Tell me what part of that country that does not have a diamond just lying underground. Just scratch it and you get it. Good news. Let's move on and check in with North Africa to just sum it up this Tuesday. Egypt's reporting a net foreign FX reserves, a record $10.3 billion surplus in the month of August, while the country's Chemicals and Fertilizers Export Council are looking at about 20% growth by the year 2025. And just next year, by the way. In Morocco, tax revenue up about 12% in the month of August. That's some good news for the North African economy, while the OCP group, that industrial giant, fertilizer, petrochem, and a few other things, says it's got about 100 million euros from the International Finance Corporation, which is the private sector lending arm of the World Bank, to combat water security and food sustainability across the African continent. And those are your headlines. Don't forget to join us again for the Wednesday edition of Your Frontier Opening Bell. I am Bosin Amafa. Do have a great day, everyone. Bye for now.